What's up, you guys, or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brianna. If you are new here, or welcome again. I create content all about holistic living, fashion, wellness, self-care, motherhood, and all things in between, all of that. So definitely turn on your notifications bell because I do post content every week. So I will actually be doing some traveling this year, and I have a toddler now, and obviously he'll be coming with us. So since that is the case, I've been doing like an abundance of like research and just kind of like getting everything like in order for the trip. And so like with that being said, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm gonna actually be packing, but while I'm packing, I'm gonna give you some of the tips that I actually came across when I was doing my research, as well as some products that I'm going to like, you know, throw in the mix as well, whether that be like vegan products or just other like baby essentials that you may need for your trip. So essentially this video is going to be like me just kind of like adding to the pool of videos out there on this topic. I am in no way saying like these are like the must like go-to tips or anything of that nature, but these tips are just things that I personally like I came across and thought that were very useful, and just like day-to-day things, like when we go like to on road trips, like whether we're going to Jersey or just going, you know, out for like a family day. These are things that actually have helped. Right, so just to kind of dive right into this video, as I just mentioned, I will be sharing with you guys a lot of the tips that I compiled from like different like resources and things of that nature that I feel like will not only help me but help you as well. And so just to kind of like get into it, I am actually going to share the tips first and either like share with you guys the items that I have like as we go along, or just maybe after. But the first thing that I want to share with you guys is pretty obvious. It is to plan it out. I feel like if you're like me, when it comes down to planning things out, you know that it's kind of like easier when things are planned out, and especially if you give yourself a little wiggle room for error and like, you know, for just like certain things to happen. It's a lot easier than just to kind of like wing it and go with the flow, at least in my opinion. And if you're like me, I do not like to just not have things in my control. In the past, I definitely will be the type to like, you know, if I'm planning something, make like unrealistic plans. Like if we're gonna go, you know, on vacation, maybe have like 10 things planned that day, and knowing, you know, good and well, probably only do like 1 or 2 of those things. So now just with that experience alone, it's easier for me to kind of like be realistic with myself, which is why I feel like that's the #1 thing to talk about, is to plan it out. So I feel like having an itinerary is like really crucial, only because especially when you're traveling with a toddler, you want to kind of either like, you know, balance, you know, the times that your baby has, like their sleep schedule, if they are on a sleep schedule, or their potty training schedule, or whatever it is the case may be, their feeding schedule. You kind of want to like have that kind of like, you know, figured out and situated. On top of the fact, like I said, you want to be like realistic with yourself in the sense of if you are doing different activities, you know, we want to make sure that you have a good like buffer of time between each and every activity to like say either you know, fit in a feeding schedule or other things of that nature. And within that planning of an itinerary, I say maybe like have like 1 or 2 like main activities planned for that day, only because like I say, when it comes to traveling with a toddler, I just already know that it's going to be like hectic, and I'm basing it on my own personal experience when it comes to my partner and I do like road trips with our son, or just like other family day things, where even within us being in the same state, it's a lot. Okay, it's a lot trying to manage like, you know, everything we have going on with the toddler alone. So just the thought process of going through an airport and like and just going like out of the state and not having your normal things is like really like low-key stressful. So it's just like, to me, like I said, planning it out definitely will help. And so Also, I wanted to mention, since I'm talking about activities, I think that another thing that you can do is plan in advance. So when you plan in advance, that gives you kind of like the wiggle room that we're looking for to find toddler and family friendly activities. So whether that be like, you know, going to an aquarium or going to like the beach or going somewhere or different locations where your child can obviously go and attend. And so you want to also, like I said, do it in advance, because then you can also find out like things like, oh, can I bring a stroller to this like aquarium? Can I, you know, bring like snacks? You know, we are vegan, so if you haven't been following us, you know, definitely follow my channel or follow me on Instagram, because I do post a lot of content on there as well. But things like that is really, really like something crucial that I have to myself like plan and factor into each situation that we do. And which I kind of will talk a little bit more about later, but that's like another good thing to think about. So like I said, when it comes down to snacking and, you know, things of that nature, you just want to have like a nice little plan. And like I said, things may not always go according to plan, but at least if you have like a structure, or at least an outline of an itinerary and an outline of like what you would like to get done, and like the things, like the smaller details that gotta fit within it, I think you will be okay. And so when it comes down to, like I said, just like planning things in advance, you at least for sure can know like how much you're and so like also with planning things and activities in advance, you can know whether or not you are going to have to like, you know, pay extra for certain things, or if they have like a nursing facility, or like, you know, nursing like section or something like that, you know. So I think that would definitely be like another thing to be like, you know, considerate of when you're traveling, especially when you're planning to travel. So that kind of ties into my second tip. So my second tip is like getting the tickets. Once again, if you're planning everything in advance, you kind of will you won't be overwhelmed and stressed out of like the last minute details. So like if you're getting your tickets, I know just doing the research alone, like with Delta, and I believe it's even also like Southwest, you can book your add your toddler on your lap after you purchase your ticket. And I think Delta was like that too, where I had to purchase my ticket first, and then I had to go back into my itinerary, like my trip itinerary on the Delta site, and like on my account, and then I had to add him to my lap for both coming and going flights. So that was like a lot easier, and doing that allowed me to I'll kind of like insert something so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But doing that allowed me to kind of also get like an overview of other things, like other special requests that I can like add on, especially for Delta, where if I wanted to like add like a special meal or something like that, I can do that as well, where you would have to like maybe contact Delta maybe like a week or two beforehand, especially if it's like a specific type of meal, like how like for vegan, and we want like a vegan friendly type of meal request. So we would have to do that in advance, which kind of goes back to the first tip. So like I said, going back to the tickets, you want to definitely do that in advance. Children under 2 are free. Now this is going to be our first real experience with him, so we'll know for a fact after the fact if it makes sense just to kind of lap him, like keep it lapped up, or if it makes sense to just purchase a separate, you know, ticket. If you have been flying with a toddler, definitely comment down below your experience, and share whether or not you purchase tickets separately for your child or even your newborn or your baby. Only because when I was doing my research, I've seen that a lot of parents would do that, so that way they can either bring their bassinet and then the baby can sleep in the additional chair, which is something we did think about, but we just wanted to test it out too, also so we could save some money, because them tickets is not that cheap. Okay, so basically children under 2 fly free. If you don't know, now you know. And then since they are flying free, you do want to bring certain documentation, such as your child's birth certificate, just to make sure that you can prove that your child is actually 2 years old and under. That is the second tip that I wanted to share with you. Okay, so the next tip that I have is to pack right. I cannot stress this enough. only because for me, I am an overthinker and I'm over like packer. So packing the right way helps me eliminate a lot of the extra things that I usually will tend to pack, and make sure like I don't forget things that I would like, you know, tend to usually forget. So naturally you would want to have like your car seat, your stroller. I'm only going to talk about like, you know, the domestic flights, not internationally, because I have not flown internationally with him yet. I can only speak on the experience of what I've been doing, like just based on like the, you know, car trips we've done and the family days we've done with him thus far. So we've only gone out of the state a few times, whether it be Jersey or Philly, and so this is the first time we're actually going to be on the plane. So I'm like only just going to base that on that experience right now. And so with that being said, like I said, you definitely would want to have a car seat. Some places, if you plan in advance, you could find out whether you can rent out a stroller and things of that nature. You can also, like I said, check with like the whatever airline you're going to be flying with. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, with Delta, you can have a car seat and you can have a like stroller to check in, like either one or like the other type of thing. And then I believe like you can carry one on as well. So, and it's like free. So with that being said, you want to have that. For us, we also have like our luggage, which I will like I said show you guys. Actually, like now probably make more sense. So I have his diaper bag. That this will be like, I guess, my carry-on, and within the diaper bag, if you haven't checked out my what's in my diaper bag video, definitely go ahead and check that out. But within that, I have some diapers. These diapers are by the brand Healthy Baby, or no, Nurture. This is the Nurture brand. You can get these on Amazon. I also have some little mints. So these are aspartame free. These are vegan friendly and it's by the brand Purr. And so they're gluten free, and like I said, once again, they're vegan. So you can easily get these on Amazon. I actually will get into this later. I have some like tissues, like little mini like Kleenex tissues, like a pack that I found around the house. And then I have like little things still in here, like little tanks, and I have like his little hat. I also have like an extra change of clothes, which is something I do have on my list. So you want to have an extra change of clothes, and then obviously the outfit that they're going to be wearing in. For me, I think one thing that helps is like, since I know that where I'm going, and obviously I'm going to be staying with family, it's a lot easier for me just to like ship certain things to that destination ahead of time. So we shipped like some diapers, we shipped some personal items and some wipes. We also shipped I shipped like a set of like a bib. I shipped a bib, a plate and bowl, like suction bowl, like set there as well. And then I also shipped his little it's like a little mini high chair type of like stool that you can, it's a portable like little mini high chair that you can carry with you, whether you go to the beach, whether you go to like the park, or you just like, you know, like on vacation, and it comes with a little bag. Like that, since I shipped those items, I will have to just like insert a picture. But yeah, I also have some hand lotion in here, and just like I said, wipes, and just a few other necessities. So I also have some hand sanitizer as well. This is by the Myers brand. It's the Clean Day hand sanitizer. I actually have two hand sanitizers. So I have this one, which I probably will give to my partner, and then I'll keep this one for myself. This one is the Honest hand sanitizer spray. So I have those two. Cause I know that they, like I said, with the traveling requirements, you can't have like but so much like liquids and, you know, things of that nature. So this is that type of video. I just wanted to give you guys an overview. And then in this bag here, like I mentioned, this is just like his little go-to items. So I have like his little teething gel. I have a thermometer in here. I have like a little mini comb, his little Oogie Bear, which you can get like his like for his nose and his ears. This fell out, but his little toothbrush. So This is just like an extra one of those like bamboo toothbrush that I showed in my Toddler Essentials video, so check that out if you haven't already. It's by the brand Grenzla. So that's that. The toothpaste I will add in here later, but since we're using it still, I probably will just add it in here later. Once again, I like my diaper bag because I can like put my laptop in this little section like pouch as well, which is probably what I will do like when that time comes. Okay, so the next thing I have is his little backpack. This will actually probably either go in this little bag here, which is I guess gonna be like our carry-on slash his little suitcase. So I'll probably either slide it in there or probably slide it in my suitcase, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. But this is good because it has like a little leash on it, but it also is good for his like little snacks and his little diapers. So I have like some books in here. I have like some like more little of the nurture diapers in here as well. I want to mention also these diapers are eco-friendly and biodegradable, and I believe this is all a bamboo like top sheet. So they're definitely something to check out if you're looking for a plant-based diaper. So next on this list, I have a little box. It's like a little travel container. So this is good because I have his Ayla. I probably haven't entered this picture because it's charging right now, but I needed a case for it so that way it wouldn't get damaged along the way. So it's good because it has like a little zipper pouch thing where you can like put the charger, and then you can also put, like I said, the Ayla device in there, and probably a couple other extra things because it looks like it's a little spacious enough for like I said, a couple of things. So that will probably go like either in my suitcase or in his little like in the carry-on bag as well. I did just mention the like bags. I showed you like his diaper bag that will be like kind of like our carry-on, and then his actual carry-on I have here as well. So this essentially will be his carry-on slash my carry-on and slash his suitcase. So what I actually will do is actually have some items in here and then like the rest of his items in my suitcase. I put the important items in here just in case like something happens to our luggage on the flight. At least we have this with us. It has not only diapers, but it also has like a pack of like his like go-to clothes, like his graduation outfit and just other things of that nature. And I also will add some of my personal items, like maybe some like, you know, feminine items like my underwear and things of that nature in this item. I mean in this bag as well, just to make sure that we are like good to go. And I think I just mentioned it in the part about the diaper bag, about having like the extra change of clothes. But another thing you can do, which kind of goes back to packing right, is making sure that you dress them correctly. So when I was doing my research, I've seen a lot of people recommend, you know, putting your baby in like a onesie. I definitely am all for that. So if you have a smaller baby, I would say definitely a zipper onesie. None of that buttoning thing because it takes too long. We ain't got time for that. But I definitely would say like a onesie for the smaller baby. And then if you have a little older baby, like my son's like about to be 2, I would say like a set, like a 2-piece set. It's cute. And that's it. All you gotta do is take the pants off if you need to change his diaper or her diaper, and you'll be good to go. And if you're still nursing like I am, I would say depending on the weather, what you could do is just carry a light scarf. Not only does it save time and space, but you can also use it as a nursing cover. So that should help you guys out a lot. And so I do want to show you guys some things because I actually came across a couple of like different ideas, you know, that I wanted to do. So in here, so once again, I have some more of the nurture diapers, and I have my makeup brushes in here. Actually, I still have to pack my makeup like pouch, but I'll do that later. And I also have like a little pillow, like a little sleep pillow that I will definitely carry with us on the plane. This came with a little bag, eye mask, and like the earplugs, and I got this on Amazon. Everything and just about everything on here I think I got from Amazon, so it'll definitely save you guys some time of having to like not go to like different like stores. So yeah, I got that. I also got, instead of packing cubes for him, I had got like a pack of these like little mesh bags, which you guys, if you don't have these mesh bags, like what are you doing? Not only can you use these for your intimate items when you're doing laundry and things of that nature. But they're super versatile. Like I just mentioned, I use these instead of packing cubes, but it has saved me so much space. So now in here I have rolled his little clothing, and this is just like some like extra like clothes in here. I have my little like toiletry bag, which I'll kind of touch on in a second. I have some equipment for, you know, my vlogging. So this is what that is, like my vlogging equipment, and my cords, and just like my other like electronic devices, like stuff will go in here. So I like this because it has a lot of different compartments and things of that nature. So you can put like your SD cards and, you know, all that good stuff in there. I also got these little headphones, which I wish were actually like Bluetooth, so that way if he's watching like a movie or something like that, then like he can have that as well. But essentially the purpose of these headphones are really good, especially if you have a newborn. This will help like from like loud sounds, and potentially from what I read on Amazon, like the reviews, it's supposed to help with like the ears popping and things of that nature. So if you're going to like a concert, which I don't think you would do, maybe like a game or even a graduation, and your son or child, your daughter is asleep, this probably would be good to keep all that extra noise out. So we have that. And then kind of going back to like the bags. So I have like 1, 2, 3. So I think I got a set of 4 or 5 of the bags. I think, yeah, I got a set of 5. So I have 3 in here and then 2 in my suitcase. But as you can tell, like, look how neatly packed everything is. I don't know if you guys can even tell. If you can't, I'll probably just like insert a picture of it. But I have it divided where like all his like, you know, towels, rags, bird cloths, changing pads, everything, his little training underwear, all of that's in this one little pouch here. In here I have all his socks, undershirt, like his little tanks and tees. I have some more little like pants and his graduation outfit and graduation shoes in here. So that's what I mentioned, where like just in case, you know, something happens to like the suitcase, at least for a fact he definitely has clothing. So that's all of that. I have a couple of pairs of shoes in here, and then I have like some like little like house shoes in here as well. The last thing I have in here is his little portable potty. So this is really cute. I got this once again from Amazon, and it's good because it's like foldable, so you can literally just fold it out. Boom, there you go. Now you have a whole little potty seat that you can not only carry with you on the go, but even maybe using it around the house. And it comes with a little bag, so like I said, you can easily just carry it with you guys on the go. So in my little toiletry bag, I have not everything, but I do have some like water wipes. I have like I have some water wipes, the little honey pot, little travel size wipes. I have some little like ponytail holders, like some like what's it called, barrettes, and then I have some shower caps. I do have some like nursing covers, like the bamboo little nursing covers in here, just in case. I don't think I would need it, but just in case. And I also have like some more of the little travel like diaper bags. So that's that. Oh, and then this is something I fell out too. I have my Beauty by Earth lip balm. I also have to put the sunscreen in there as well, but this is the SPF 15, but it's lip on, and then the flavor is pina colada. And I like this because it is non-nano zinc oxide, and essentially it's like sunscreen for your lips. So I do like that. So I wanted to throw that in there, and like I said, I'll probably put the actual Beauty by Earth in my bag later once I get to that point of packing more things up for myself. I just showed you guys my toiletry bag, and like I said, I'll probably show you guys some of the other things I'm going to pack in a second. But before we move on to that point, I do want to mention having an activity bag is very important, whether you're on a road trip, whether you're on the plane, wherever you are at. If you're going to be sitting for more like than an hour and you're traveling with a toddler, you know for a fact how important it is to keep them entertained. Okay, so with that being said, I created like two like little mini activity bags, one for the flight going up and one for the flight coming back, with just some activities that and things that I got from the dollar store. So the first thing that I got was this little like coloring pad, and it's just like literally like construction paper, but I'm gonna cut out some of his little like activities, like printables, and then just like, you know, cut them and paste them inside so he can color. So that's like one thing that I'll slide into the mix. I also got him the two activity bags. These bags I actually got from Amazon. So this was actually his little party favor bags from his birthday from last year. So within these bags I have some snacks, which probably he doesn't even eat the fruit. These are for us. He don't even eat the fruit snacks just yet, but I have also like our snacks in this bag as well. But within this activity bags, in one bag I have I have like a little like coloring book. So it's like a little like Paw Patrol like coloring book with stickers, and then it has like the little like mini markers and just things of that nature. And then I've got this little puzzle, which I thought was really cool because it, like I said, fits into the bag, but it's like made out of real wood, so that's cool. And it's small, so you want to look for like really small toys or activities that these that the babies could play with. So I got a couple of these little pop-it toys that honestly I would recommend not showing them before the flight, because then when it comes down to it, then you know it's not even like a surprise factor. You want to like to keep them as entertaining as possible, so make sure everything's like either like new or rotated. So we do try to rotate our toys here as much as possible, keep him entertained with the toys that he has already. And you can also like just do like a little stretchy, like anything like really that you know you feel like will keep them entertained. But like this is like a little stretchy ball thing, but it's good for sensory. So yeah, this is something that we also have in this little bag here. So I have a couple of them as well. And then I say there's like another like one of the little pop-its. So I have like a pink, yellow, and blue the little pop-it little toy here. I also got some like jumbo playing cards. So these are the monster truck. He really likes trucks and cars right now, so I feel like this will definitely keep him entertained. Here he comes. So let's go ahead and put this away. You can play with it later, baby. And then I got like a mindfulness book in there as well. So in his actual little mini book bag, we do have a couple of books. But for now, I'm just gonna put in like more, like I said, intentional items in there as well. So yeah, you want to have like a variety of different books for them. This one is the 101st Words for Toddler. So he actually has a couple of versions of this type of book, but this is the newer books, so it'll keep him entertained for a long time. The pictures are like really large, and so I think like I said, it'll definitely keep him like entertained. So yeah, that is it for that. And the next, I guess, tip, I guess you could say, when it comes to I guess it could still kind of fall under packing, is to have snacks, you guys. Like snacks on snacks on snacks, okay? We are big on snacks. I'm a foodie. I believe my son is a foodie too. And once again, we're vegan. So other than the little pretzels that they give you on the plane, which I'm grateful for, I know for a fact that's not going to just do us for the 2 hours or how much ever time that we're going to be like gone on the plane. So I would factor that in. So if you were gone for like 2 hours, an hour, if you're going to be on the plane for like 5 hours, you really want, that's I guess the amount of snacks you would want to factor in to the mix. So I just kind of showed you guys the fruit snacks. So we have a couple of fruit snacks. I have these like nature brownie. All these snacks are vegan, and some are gluten-free, some are not. And then I have like this little Bob chocolate chip oat bar. I'm gonna get like a couple of other snacks as well, but this is like what we have for right now. And then for him, I'll probably get him some of the Sprouts. He likes the brand Sprouts. It's like a little like little puff, like I think it's broccoli puff or sweet potato puffs. He likes those by the the Sprouts brand. And then we also will probably get like the little 6-pack of the chickpea puffs. He really likes those, so I'll probably get a couple of those as well. And I think that should, between the fruit snacks and the little mini puffs, I think that should tie us over for the flight going and then the flight coming. And like if you're like me, you can definitely pack pack everything in advance. If not, what you could do is just pack for the flight going, and then if you have time, you can pack on the flight coming back, and you can get those items while you're at your destination, and prepare that way as well. So I wanted to show you that as well. So I already mentioned the pre-ordering the meals and the meal requests and things of that nature. So you want to kind of schedule everything out in a way where it kind of works out for everyone. So if you are having an earlier flight, maybe you want to grab a smoothie or something like that from the airport, or maybe I know for a fact when you're traveling with a baby, you can bring their formula or their milk or things of that nature. But I know for a fact that you can't have liquids such as water and stuff like that. They usually don't make you pour those things out. So definitely carry a water bottle or something of that nature, so that way you can you maybe fill up your water or whatever the case may be later. And it'll also be good to kind of have too. So I'll definitely be having his little mini glass jars, maybe 1 or 2 of them for his snacks, as well as for him to drink. So I'll probably have to insert a picture of the glass jars, but the Elk and Friends is really good because it comes with the little lid, as well as you can also, it has the little silicone cover on them, and you also can drink out of them, the little silicone straws. So I'll probably carry 1 or 2 with us as well. But that's pretty much it for the most part when it comes down to the whole snack section. So the next thing that I want to touch on, since we're talking about food, is nursing. So once again, I mentioned you can definitely bring a light scarf or something like that for nursing. But if you're planning the right way, you can see where in the airport they have nursing lounges, or which places have nursing lounges and things of that nature. So another thing you might want to do is nurse before takeoff and nurse when you guys land. So that way you would be good for the most part, and then you can just give him him or her snacks throughout the flight. So the next tip is about diapering. So I showed you guys a few of the diapers that we have. I guess I can show you guys a couple of them again. So right now, we're using the brand Nurture. It's a plant-based diaper that you can find on Amazon. It's biodegradable, and I believe it's a bamboo top sheet, so it's a really great alternative to other disposable diapers. That's kind of besides the point. But I wanted to mention this because I feel like it really is really important when it comes down to the whole flight of things. So you can I would recommend changing your child before takeoff, and then changing your child, I guess, after you guys land. And when I was doing the research, one of the things that they mentioned is maybe using the night diapers. So that will actually be really good, because it obviously can hold a lot longer depending on the flight. So yeah, you may want to do that. If you have the means to, as I just showed you guys previously, you can carry a travel potty seat if your child is potty trained, so you can do that. And you also may want to carry a bunch of the little bags that I showed you, the Ubi sacks, or even I believe Sassy sacks are another one that you can use for your child's diapers. And I wanted to mention the little disposable plastic bags for the diapers, only because when I was doing my research, found out that you cannot put the baby's diapers in the bathroom trash, on the airplane. So you're actually going to have to hold it. If you change your child during the plane or during the flight, you're going to have to hold that diaper. So having like one of those like the Ubi sacks or the Sassy sacks would be really, really good because they contain the smell, and I would just double them up and or triple them up depending on the flight. So the next tip that I want to talk about are flight, like the timing of your flight. So with this, once again, it all goes back to planning. I would say, this is my own personal opinion, I would say that it would make sense to just board ahead of the time. Now, when I was doing my research, I seen a lot of the parents recommend actually like boarding last minute. To me, I seen their point. So they say to board last minute because they give their child all the time to kind of just run around and play with their little toys until, you know, everyone is seated and boarded. But for me, I wanted to, at least in my head, it makes sense for us to just get on the flight ahead of time. So we're already seated and situated. I do not like to have to get on like after everybody is still struggling to put in their bags in and things of that nature. That it's a no for me. So in my opinion, I think it makes more sense to actually, like I said, board ahead of time. So definitely follow me on Instagram because I definitely will be giving you guys updates on all of this. And I probably will make like this whole trip like a vlog type of situation, so definitely stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, they say another thing, a tip I guess you could say when it comes down to timing, was to not to fly during your baby's or your toddler's nap time. Now my son usually is fine when it comes down to sleeping like in the car, and I know the car and the plane is two different things. I know that he can get overly stimulated, especially just being in the airport and all of that good stuff. So we will have to see how this goes. And so going back to that main point of not letting your child sleep or whatever the case may be, or flying during their nap times will probably be better. For me, like I said, it's a personal thing. I can't really say yay or nay just yet because I haven't been on the plane. But in my opinion, I do think it probably would be okay for my son to sleep during the plane. And it also depends on the time in that, like, you know, the timing of the flight, like depending on whether it's like 1 hour, 2 hours, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I think that whole thing is just like a personal thing to you and your child. The very last tip that I wanted to mention is to relax. Like, you are about to be on vacation. You do not need to be stressed out and overwhelmed or overworked for nothing, okay? So I know for me personally, I think this one is really, really big, and I wanted to mention this because when it comes down to it, whether you believe it or not, your child feeds off of your energy. And if you are anxious and you are feeling overwhelmed, or you feeling like, oh my God, like this is a lot, then they're gonna start to get anxious, and they're gonna start to be like overly stimulated and, you know, be wanting to do too much as well. So if you go with a calm, you know, and collective vibe and talk to them and communicate with them through the process, then I think that they will be fine. And like I said, I'm basing that on my own experience when me and my partner take our son, you know, whether it be to go see family, or whether it be to, like, you know, just our day trips or family day trips or whatever the case may be. When I communicate like, hey baby, we're gonna go see, you know, your cousins today, or we're about to go do this, and whatever the case may be, and we're like both really, really calm and cool and collected, he's calm, cool, and collected too. But if I don't, and you know, if I'm feeling a little overwhelmed or anxious, I can see it where he starts to get like, okay, this is what's happening, where are we, what's going on, you know? So I definitely wanted to mention that as well. And another thing is that you definitely want to make sure that you be gentle with yourself. Like, I know a lot of times, especially me, like us moms, and like if you're like me, we kind of start to question like, oh my God, is my child being too loud? And is my child doing too much? And I think one thing that I did see a lot of parents recommend is to not worry about other people's opinions. Your child gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day, so you don't want to, like, you know, think too much about that. Any other parent that's a parent will know what it's like to be a parent, so they're not gonna judge you. If anything, they're gonna feel for you and maybe try to help you out. So I feel like at the end of the day, like I said, don't think about that. Don't stress yourself out. Literally just kind of go with the flow of the flight, especially if you have everything kind of like prepared in advance, and you will be good to go. So the next tip I kind of wanted to mention, like really, really quick, that I actually seen, this lady that I follow on Instagram, she does like you know, Instagram live like chats with different people, and the last person she had, I forgot the lady's name, but she does traveling with like her kids and things of that nature. And one of the gems that she dropped was to make make sure you take a picture of your child, I guess, each day or something like that. And I wanted to mention that as well, because especially if you're going like for a longer period of time, or if you're going to be around a lot of people, or if you have multiple kids, it may be really, really good to do something like that. So I just wanted to throw that gem in there as well. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you truly enjoyed this video. Definitely give this video a thumbs up so I know to make more content like this. As always, I will be sending you guys light and love. Definitely don't forget to subscribe on your notifications bell, because I do post content every week. And I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles!